later.
What's up guys, how y'all doing? Cosmic Carry here, bringing you another World of Tanks video, and today I shall be conducting of the brand new Tier 6 Premium British Medium, the Cromwell Knight. As you can see, I've purchased it. It's currently available in store for, I think it's 4,400 gold, so it's not that expensive. And question is, should you get it? Should you purchase this beautiful thing? Look at that camo. I'm so proud. It's a beautiful machine. It is an absolutely beautiful, stunning looking machine. I love the wear and tear, as well as the British flag on there as well. Battle torn tank, etc., etc. But should you get this tank? You should. Truth be told, you should know whether or not you should get this tank. I mean, if you've played the Cromwell, and you like the Cromwell and you love the Cromwell, go ahead and get this tank. If you don't like mediums, if you don't like quick nimble machines, mid-tier, etc., etc., don't get this tank. I mean, you should already know whether or not you like this tank. I am a big fan of the Cromwell. Always loved playing it, always missed playing it, because it's just mid-tier. It doesn't make that much silver, but I've got a Radley in that thing. A really decent win rate. I really love the Cromwell, and I heard rumors about this tank, but initially it was supposed to be the Excelsior, and people were saying it's really low pen and not that great a tank, and people were throwing the TOG out there. Why don't you do a British tank with British camo? Why don't you do the TOG? And both of those tanks, I was I never in my wildest dreams did I imagine they would do the Cromwell, because I think there's like a German version, or I haven't got a clue, on the PC. It's like the Berlin Cromwell, something like that, something along those lines. But anyway, I just couldn't believe it when I heard about this. I was like, yes. So that kind of tells you whether or not you should get this tank. If you play the Cromwell and you love the Cromwell, or you love quick, fast tanks, quick reloading gun, and not that accurate, mid-tier, go for it. It is a blast to play, and it earns really decent silver. I wasn't expecting the silver that it was earning for each and every game, because it's at tier 6. Usually tier 8 is where it's at when it comes to making silver, but it's a decent silver making machine, great crew trainer, and also and it's fun to play. You can a lot of the premium tanks have some kind of big negative flaw that you have to work around. Either they're slow or this or that. But with this, I just love playing this tank. So anyhow, let's compare it to the regular Cromwell. It is identical in every respect. As you can see, the armor is exactly the same. The only thing that's different superficially, tank-wise, apart from the gun, is the chassis rotation. It is 50 degrees on the Cromwell Knight, which is unbelievable. Already the Cromwell is a pretty quick and nimble tank, but it's at 36 degrees, the chassis rotation. But with the Cromwell Knight, it's at 50 degrees. I mean, that's 14 more. That's unbelievable. Everything else is the same. I think the signal range is a little bit better on a Cromwell Knight. I mean, who cares about that? And the other difference is the gun. The gun is exactly the same as the Top Gun on the Cromwell. As you can see, 75 mil, 15.38, 145 pen, 135 damage. The only difference is the aim time and the accuracy. 2.29 on the Cromwell, 0.36 on the Cromwell. So take a look here. As you can see, aim time is much better. Accuracy goes down a bit, 0.4. But trust me, you will not notice the difference. I did not notice the difference at all. And that aim time, 1.89. I mean, this is a Cromwell, you're moving, you're hustling, you're mobile all the time. You won't notice that it's 1.89. At least I didn't, and because I'm always mobile on this thing. I click to go, forward, and I just don't stop. I hardly ever stop. I really don't. The accuracy, I mean, it's a medium. It's a quick, nimble little medium. You're there to flank. You're there to take out the enemies on the side, on the rear, outperform their poor turret traverse. You're supposed to use like every trick in the book when it comes to this tank. You need to outsmart your enemy, etc., etc. It's not a TD. It's not a heavy. You're not playing the game. You're not trying to win the battle due to the fact that you have a fantastic gun. You're not trying to win the battle because you have fantastic armor. It's all about speed in this thing. It's all about speed and just outflanking, outmaneuvering your enemies. You see a Hellcat, just get behind it. It's got a fantastic gun, but if I just get behind that Hellcat, he can't do nothing to me. He cannot do nothing to me, etc., etc. But a very, very decent machine. As you can see, it does not have preferential matchmaking, which is no big deal. Apparently the word on the street as far as preferential matchmaking is concerned is that they're getting rid of it. Well, that's what's happening on the PC version, and whether or not that's going to happen with the Xbox version, we shall see. So you can see it does have it does have the shorter gun, less accuracy, but you just don't notice it. You're not there for accuracy. It's a quick firing medium, and at the end of the day, if you miss your first shot, you got another shot coming up in 3-4 seconds. You missed that one, there's another shot and another. So just keep firing. It's a machine gun. That. Not that fast. But anyhow, it's a beautiful machine. If you love the Cromwell, go ahead and get this tank. You will not be disappointed. You will love it just as much as I do. And to boot, it's a very, very decent silver making machine. Let's get into some gameplay, shall we? See you on the battlefield. Okay, hey ho, let's go. Cromwell Knight, tier 6, British medium. As you can see, we are in a predominantly tier 6, tier 5 and tier 4 game, and yeah, it's a beauty. Look at that camo. It's just so pretty, so pretty. And of course we're on Cliff. Cliff has made a return, if I remember correctly. This has been added, this map has been added back with the last update, the 2.1 update. I have been away for a couple of weeks, but I'm still kind of gawping at my beautiful machine. So let's see if we can put this tank to good use. This was my first game in this tank. Absolutely. See, I'm still kind of looking. Yes, keep in mind, it has pretty decent gun depression, of course. So we're going to poke over this ridge line and see what we can do. Absolutely. And what do we see? A Hetzer, no problemo. Pump one into him. Set his engine on fire, and we take him out, picking up the first kill of the game. Absolutely. Looking around, keep in mind, I have very little armor, only 750 hit points, same as the regular Cromwell. We see a Hellcat, and but I respect his gun, so I decide to pull back, consider my options. Absolutely. Still lit up. 6 cents. Still lit up. Artie comes in, makes a move. Still, lately that 6 cents has been, dragging on a bit. I've noticed that before I went away. But anyhow, moving onwards. A whole bunch of reds up ahead. What do we see? A Churchill. Plant one into his side. No problemo. Again, Artie takes a pop. 2 pieces of enemy Artie in play. I think that was a Chinu. You can pretty much shoot him anywhere and you will pen every single time. Pretty much 50-50 at the moment. Keep in mind this was my first game, but you know, it's a Cromwell, so it's not my first game at the same time, if you get what I'm saying. Yeah, there it is. Like I said, you can pretty much shoot them anywhere. Oh, it wasn't a Chinu. That's a quinoa. What is that? A kiha. A kiha. Going in for the kill shot. And there we go. Picking up my second kill of the game. Haven't lost that many hit points. Currently at 75%. Give some first aid to my driver there. And as I predicted, I was kind of worried about the right hand side of what was going on there. So I decided I'm gonna possibly maybe push up to the top of the map. Of course I'm exposing my flank here big time. But there's only two TDs in play, and I knew the location of one of them, so I thought I was good to go. And blind firing at me, they do manage to get quite a few nice shots into me. Left on 188 hit points. Hey, poking over this ridge line here down below, it's all well and good, but you got to keep in mind artillery, and also, you know, when you kind of commit over the side here, you can't pull back, so to speak. If you know, drop down too far, you're gonna have to make your way all the way around and come back up if you want to reposition yourself back on, you know, up here in the lighthouse. So I decided I'm gonna commit. You know, there's no turning back now. T14, plant one easily into the side of his turret. A second one. Finally, kind of looks my way, but it's way too late, and I pick up my third kill. Absolutely didn't manage to sustain any damage jumping down from the cliff, from the lighthouse. Always be aware of that, especially in these, you know, light nimble tanks. They can sustain quite a bit of damage. I kind of lost my way here, and you know, because it's the Xbox1 version. The first time playing on this map. I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, you know, this map has made a return. Anyhow, we move into the enemy base, and we locate both pieces of artillery, auto aiming, take out the first piece of arty, second piece of arty gets taken out, picking up my fourth kill. Valentine on full health, but that means nothing. Valentine's up seriously easy to pen. Take him out, good to go. On 4 kills, 2 enemies left to deal with, and this is the part where I make my mistake. I get just way too cocky, not even confident. It's just, I was saying to myself, I just adore this tank. My first game in the tank, and I was just saying to myself, yep, I'm in love. Absolutely, 100%. Very, very decent game. 20 pens, 4 kills. Oh, but I set somebody's engine on fire. Pretty decent, and as you can see, managed to pick up nothing fantastic or special there, but it's my first game. Of course, it's a mastery badge. 1600 or almost 1700 damage. And next game we are in a tier 7, tier 6 and tier 5, a couple of tier 4s thrown in as well. Keep in mind this tank does play up to tier 8, so you've got to keep that in mind. seeing the tiers that I was up against, I would say I was a little bit more apprehensive going into this game, and you know, fully aware, you know, what I was up against. At the same time, this was a little bit of a ridiculous game, I would say, and I played the tank a little bit unconventionally. Well, anyhow, you'll see, basically. So as you can see, a very unusual behavior as far as the Reds are concerned, due to the fact I pulled up here and it didn't light up anybody. So luckily for me, this scout, one of my scouts, pulled up and lit up half the team. And yeah, you can see the .4 accuracy kind of coming into play. And it is somewhat frustrating at long distances, this gun, but that's 100% to be expected. And I decided to take advantage of the fact that this scout was doing a pretty good job at lighting up all these targets, and decided to snipe till I couldn't snipe no more. But you do see the .4 accuracy. And yeah, I just won't give up on this tank. And I know exactly, you know, that's a miss. That's a miss. But pretty sure that this gentleman here was AFK, and eventually, you know, there you go. So I'm not really showing the strengths of this tank. Well, I unloaded like 10 shots there, but I did manage to get 2 kills. So, you know, if at first you don't succeed, try again, you know, by all means. 0.4 accuracy does not work if you think you're gonna snipe, but a quick firing gun, eventually you're gonna take them out. Eventually, you know, as long as nobody's shooting at you. So yeah, so anyhow, it's like I said in the beginning, it is a little bit of a ridiculous game this. So anyhow, so the reason why I'm positioned here, you know, I know the Reds haven't kind of left their base. I know 2 or 3 of them are still down there, but at the same time, you know, I want to do my job. I want to use my speed. I want to outflank the enemies, and I want to help as much as I can, absolutely. So I decided to push down into this valley and possibly, you know, use the ridge lines, etc, to get some shots on target. See a Tiger P. Looks like possibly maybe he was AFK, not sure. Decide to load up premiums, possibly, maybe. Nothing becomes of it, you know. It's not going to work, absolutely. Load up my standard and move over here to help out with this T43 auto aim, but I muck it up. I do notice, like with the auto aiming feature on this tank, you hit the targets a lot less than you would with regular Cromwell. Is that down to accuracy? You know, I'm not sure, but I do feel it. You know, I kind of sense it. So if at all and when possible, you know, use auto aim as little as possible. For me, the golden rule is when I'm doing the circle of death, yeah, absolutely, you know, I'll auto aim, because then you can concentrate simply on your driving, and it's like you're letting loose with a machine gun. I'm getting lit up, too many Reds. I decide to pull back and just keep moving, be unpredictable, and managed to get some nice snapshots here on the fly, auto aiming, even though I just, you know, saying bad stuff with that auto aiming. J Panther, respect him, attempting to get behind him, but he gets taken out. We are good to go. Obviously, all the rest of the remaining Reds are all up here. Wait until I lose my sixth sense. Pop over. We see a T1 heavy and Soviet medium T34. Yep. T1 heavy kind of drops down into the water down below. This T34 will sit still a minute. I will pick up my 3rd kill, and there we go. Good to go. USS Vulture. Oh. Lot of Reds now down below, and on considerable amount of health, and I do respect these tanks as well to boot. I believe that was an easy 8, so I respect that tank. I don't respect the player, you know. I automatically respect the tank and assume that he knows how to use the thing. Auto aim on the J Panther, muck that up. Second time, muck it up again. If I can possibly maybe get the kill here, kind of looking at my hit points and realize that I'm exposed, but it's worth the risk, you know. Go for it, pick up my 4th kill. Good to go. It's the Tiger here. I've mentioned this before. Respect the gun on the Tiger, but I do not respect his armor. It's a very, very easy tank to pen. So yeah, a little bit unconventional there, you know, kind of mucked about a little bit too much sniping, but I got a couple of kills out of it. Pick up 2.6k damage, which is very, very decent. Mastery badge, of course, you know, it's a brand new tank. Very, very decent. So I hope you guys enjoyed my review of the Tier 6 British medium premium tank, the Cromwell Knight. Very, very decent machine. If you've played in the Cromwell and you like the Cromwell, go ahead, get this tank. It's a very inexpensive premium, in my personal opinion. Well worth the money. Very decent silver maker, fun to play. Just all round great tank, and it looks great to boot. Take it easy, guys. Adios, muchachos.